Okay, so this is just an overview of all that was said in the previous slides. Here we have just I wanna make a little emphasis on Michael Meany. He was George Meany's father. He was also the president of the United Association of Plumbers and Pipe Fitters. I think the fact that his father was president, this allowed him to have many doors opens for him, and from view of how workers were being treated and the poor laws that were there that were that they had before. Um, I think he was a very wise person in general, maybe because he got able to see everything firsthand, and he got firsthand also to a movement, advocacy, because of his dad. So I think his dad is also an important part of his legacy because without his dad allowing him to be an apprentice, and by 18, George became a business agent of the United Associates of Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, we wouldn't have or our workers' right that we have today because George Meany did so much for us as workers, not just for the states, but for in other countries that he supported. The fact that at 18 he got the court injunction innovation that probably put a lot of fear on big companies, agriculture companies, and things like that. But I think his real advocacy started when he became part of the Plumbers Union's Local 463. Here is just another overview of the contributions and his leadership. From being a plumber to becoming president of the AFL and later become president of two companies that he merged. That says he had what we call it AKA juice, cause or leverage. His name means something. He was something important. He was like a face, a voice for workers' right or labor unions' rights. Um, Here are many things he supported and collaborated with, and just the fact that he was involved in all this says a lot about him. Here we have Jewish, Israel, State of Israel, even Spain and Chile. He was against all that. Here are some changes that through his advocacy he was able to do. But I want to focus on one, the unemployment insurance law, because he created the nation's first unemployment insurance law. So think about it. Think about the unemployment we get today, or like when COVID hit and many people weren't working, they were getting those $800 checks, and I wasn't. Uh, but yeah. Uh, but what would we do with unemployment in the States, honestly? So we gotta give him some credit for that. Here's an overview of his legacy. He basically reshaped America and our American labor movement. He basically reshaped our rights of workers, better treatment, laws, policies, all those nice documents and paperwork we need for us to have some rights. He was the 20th century's most respected leader. He established unions of rights, social programs, political influence, and contributed to the benefit of workers of today. So because of him, we wouldn't have this. But his great legacy is his honesty and his integrity, his strong leadership, and overall his morals. Without those, there's none of the other. Okay, so this is all the things he contributed to, but I just want to focus on this one right here, the American Federation of Labor and Congress of Industry Organization. I didn't know what it was, and it's where you start a union basically, and so if anyone wants to start a union or something, this is place to start. I think it guides you to how to start it, how many signatures you need. And I actually worked for housekeeping so long that I think housekeepers need a union. I didn't know where to start, I didn't know anything. But now that I know this, it's something to keep in mind that maybe something in the future. So for that, I gotta give credit to Mimi. The theory we chose, or the concept, was the critical industrial relations school. We chose this based on the time of the 20th century and how Meany was looked at. So um, this concept, it was labeled Marxist industrial relations because it was a radical perspective. So this theory focused that corporates, even labor unions, use their organization to like bring the masses together for their own idea, like for the company's benefit. And at the time, Mini was looked at like this because so in the book it gives an example. It says labor law that legally protect workers who try to unionize is seen through a critical lens as an attempt to mollify the working class and prevent it from agitating for deeper changes in the capitalist system. So it was the same. It was considered like they're doing labor unions for their benefits, but they couldn't see so they couldn't see he was doing it for rights. So according to this theory, instead of Mini eliminating capitalism, he just changed it. He just like in a way encouraged it. He didn't stop it. That's why he was considered this. Or the fact that he did that core injunction, that was a radical point of view. You know? That this is why we chose this theory and concept.